Welcome to Sodo Creations, where we make your imagination a reality. I'm gonna try my best to talk the loudest. Today we're making a bridal bouquet that they're gonna come pick up. So I have a few supplies I'm gonna go over with you. I have a mirror in front of me because that's the best way I know to do it, so that I can visualize what it'll look like for the bride. So it's right here next to the camera. So if you see me looking this way, pardon the noise, my twins are home, so you might hear a little noise here and there. But if you see me looking to this side, just know that I'm looking at the bouquet so that I know it looks right when the bride actually holds it. But I'm gonna try to go back and forth between the camera and you and try my best to explain as I go. In the past, you've had trouble hearing me when I'm talking. I ordered a mic, but come to find out it's for an Android, an iPhone, and I have an Android. So welcome if this is your first time tuning in. We have different styles of videos, but our main thing on this channel is event decor. So today I'm making a bridal bouquet for a bridesmaid. Her event planner is gonna come pick that up. So I'll show you the flowers I picked up. All of these are from Hobby Lobby. So if you want to purchase flowers, make sure you buy them on sale. They have, is it a 40% off sale every other week? So look out for that. Let me show you the inspo picture that I'll be using. This is what was sent. It's the Wildflower. Here, let me come closer. It's a Wildflower style bouquet, kind of a medium size. So we'll see how we can accomplish this today. So I have scissors, I have wire cutters, zip ties. You can also use the floral tape if you like, but I'll use zip ties today. Some longer ones and then shorter as a reference. And then the ribbon is going to be this palm tree fibers. You can get this at Walmart. I bought mine from Walmart. So I'll see and link all this down in the comments below. I've been getting a lot of questions about links, so I'll make sure I link that, be better at it. When I went to purchase the flowers, I kind of made the bouquet while I was there just so I can have an idea, and I could not find these Italian ruscus. The only thing that came close to it was this bush. So I'm going to see how I can take this apart. It's wrapped up at the end, and try to utilize it for the bouquet around the back end. But come to find out, I actually had some. I found this when I was planning some events over the weekend. So I bought this pack on Amazon, and I think this is already linked on my Amazon storefront. Looks like this box has 4 packs, and each pack has 4 in it. So if I need to use this, I will as well. They're pretty much the same color. This has a little lighter tinge to it, but this would work as well. I would just have to cut the pieces shorter for it to work. Probably just cut off these parts off. So I'm gonna lay this aside. I don't like the fern on this, but definitely the leaves and some of these lighter flowers right here. So I have that. And then I have to look at some of the names sometimes because I don't know all the names of the flowers, but I have this flower because she wants yellow, she wants purple, she wants some blues, touch of white. We have these smaller daisies. I know these are daisies. So I bought 3 of these. This was the one I was looking for. That would be pretty much the statement piece in the bouquet. The good thing about artificial flowers is you can work the wire where you adjust it to where you want it to be in the bouquet. So that helps quite a bit. And then we have this Wildflower lavender, beautiful flower. It'll give it that nice flow as well. I don't yet know if I'll have to take this apart or if I'll have to just spread it out, because one thing you can do is spread these leaves out, and then you can just put the other flowers in between. So that might be what we do with that. As I'm showing you, I think I'll go ahead and start snipping the ends just so there's not a silent moment. I have to get used to actually doing the live videos. So here I go, getting off all the paper, the labels for the flowers, so when we're ready to put it together, it'll be easier. Assembling the flower, I'm pretty much going to use the X method, and I'll show you what I mean by that. And with that in mind, I will have my left hand busy holding the bouquet while I add to it with my right hand. So I'm gonna prep everything ahead so I could just pick up each one and just add to the bouquet without needing a third hand. That's another reason I got the zip ties, so that I can hold at each step and not worry about it falling, the work I've already put in fall apart. So that is the plan. So we talked about this already. See if I can cut this off. There we go. And I try to arrange the flowers by type as well. That helps quite a bit, so that when you're picking it up and you're arranging, you know that you've already had each flower represented on one side or the other, and you're done with that flower. So I'm gonna spread these leaves out as well. You have this one, kind of a blue tinge. I hope the lighting works with this so you guys can really see. My camera broke as well, so it's just like all these issues. These look like hydrangea, but a smaller version. I wanted to add some creams to the bouquet as well, so that's what we're using this for. We'll have to put it a little higher up just because this flower is low in the bouquet. I was thinking maybe I could raise that up, but I don't think I can. And then we have this. I just love these palms. This I might have to take apart, but I'll see if I can or not. I don't know if I'll be able to separate it, because it would be good to have this in different spots on the bouquet instead of bunched up. So let's cut this. See if we can separate it, because it's all wire. So here we go. So I have that piece. The wire is a bit bent. You want to watch your fingers too. At the end, we have to try to protect the bride's fingers so she doesn't get pinched by any of these wires. So we'll make sure all this is tucked in, but I like that putting this inside would work a lot better than having it individually laid out. So I'm putting all this. I might leave two together and the others on the outer part. Not bad taking it apart, just have put in a little strength to it. So this, I might just leave it like that for now, and I'll adjust it if I need to. So that's that. And then we have the other one of this. So that is everything. I want to take this apart because this is going to go on the outer part mostly of. Okay, here we go. So we have each of these. I'm just gonna, and that piece right there, I'm gonna fan this out because this can hug the bouquet at the end, and then we can fill the sides with these. So I could do two of these on each side, and then this will fill that gap on the outer part. So, and it could face the outer part like that. So we'll push that out, and this, instead of, this will be on the back part of the bouquet instead of facing the bouquet, because then you can see the leaves better. So we'll do that. Let me take this one apart real quick. Okay, back to our inspo picture. We're gonna see here. I am going to start with this one. So this is our main, it kind of blends in with my dress. I'm gonna start with this. So you're just gonna hold it like so. And this is gonna probably be the full height. And I think I'm gonna go with this one, like so. So you can see I'm creating an X. That's what I meant earlier by the X pattern. And since I only have 2 of these, I'm just gonna position this one like so. So it looks even from that side. So there we go. Okay. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add, I have 3 of these. So we're gonna put one here. I'm gonna spread it out as well. I think the shorter piece can go right here and tuck that in. So we have it like that. Move that, fan that out a little bit. And then this one, just a little bit fanned out, not too much. I'm gonna fit that somewhere up here. And I'm still keeping my fingers in place because I'm using my fingers to hold everything. And the last piece, so I can still adjust here if I need to. The last piece I'm gonna put towards the back. So like right here. At least you want your bride to have something to visualize as well, right? So this is the back. And that's what we have so far. I'm tightening it up because I know the zip ties are gonna make it a lot tighter. Now we're going to go with this flower. I'm just gonna center this one because I probably should have put this first before the white, but I'll figure out a way to just slide that in and fit it in. And I'm going to move all the white flowers all around it and adjust each one. You can see where it comes out, and it comes out on this side as well. And that's what we're going for. I'm gonna slide it further down and just open it up a little bit. So bring out all these flowers, help it fan out. Okay, that's what we have. And I'm looking at my mirror to see where I have gaps. So like here and here and towards the back. So she's gonna hold it like this. This is about the size we want. So all we have to do now is just fill the spot so we don't have so many gaps, because you can see it looks pretty sparse. So I want to fill in, and I'm going to use, I probably should have cut these off. So I'm going to cut this. the yellow flowers, and we're just gonna add that on. So I put one here. We have quite a few. And then we're gonna add to the front. Right there. Add one to this side. You want to put it far enough so that when you do use your zip ties, it'll hold it in place. The last thing we want is the bride tossing the bouquet and we lose all the flowers. So I like the fact that this has the extra leaves, so it'll fill up too. So I'm loosening my hand a little bit so I can actually get this through and I can feel it go to the middle. So that's what you want. That's what we have so far. Hopefully you can see it well enough. This blue, I'm sliding it in more, and then we can spread out that yellow over it, but not hiding it completely. So there we have. Okay. Looks good so far. Now I want to add these. There are just 3 of them. So what I'm gonna do is put one in the back. Just to fill up here. So this flower is not on its own. We're about the same height. Then I'm gonna put one on the side through here. This is just filling gaps and evening everything out. I thought I had 3. Looks like I only have 2. So I'm gonna move this one to the side, but still maintain that height. So it still has that piece right there. And then peek that through and also spread one of the branches from here through. Oh, it's already kind of peeking out. Spread that through here. So that's what we have. So I'm looking to the side to see what we have going here. That looks good. This side looks good. So pretty much if you have your mirror and you can adjust looking at the mirror, your bouquet looks decent, you know, when you can just visualize how it's held. I think this looks good. I might push this down a little more and that down just a tad bit. But that's what we're doing. Now, I think we're pretty much done. I want to add this for some texture. Sorry about that. So I'm gonna put this center. So I try to figure out how I can loosen up my fingers enough to get it through. While looking in the mirror, because I do want it to show, right? See those little, there we go. This one's hiding. Gonna move it forward. And you can use your other flowers to guide how the ones you put in are aligned. Because if you have it in front of it, you're gonna see it more. So it's like layering from the front coming back. So see how I put that? I kind of moved this purple one behind it and then it moved it forward. So you can see that texture a lot better. This one's still hiding, but I can tilt it like so. We do have 4 more to add, but I knew that these were not long enough to put in the center because I'm gonna tie the bottom. So I'm gonna put this one right here. The rest are all pretty much gonna go in the front. So right there would be one. And then my other long one would go right here. And I think I want one right at the front. So I'm gonna put that right there. My zip tie is gonna go here. So do want to make sure every single thing is underneath the zip tie. Then my last one, just looking at it, you also have to remember that we're going to add those leaves, so we don't want to completely hide. Like this one might get hidden when we start adjusting things, but I put it down there because it wouldn't be able to show, but that's okay. We'll just hide part. I'm gonna add the other 2 at the top of it when we're done. So this is the bouquet. Pretty much done. Now we're adding greenery. So first one, like I said, is gonna go, I'm gonna do front. Push that down so that you can still see the flowers and you have room to hold it. So the flowers can still peek through. My other piece is gonna go back here. So the greenery are just supporting everything. I know for sure everything has to hold at this point. So that's the second piece. And then we had single pieces that are gonna face the outside. So like right here where you have the gap in the greenery, don't know if you can see, we're gonna put one here and one, see that gap right there? Don't know if you can see between here and here. So we're gonna fill that spot. You make sure it's facing the direction you want the greenery to show. So we're just gonna slide this in. I'm pushing it down so that I can still see this pom-pom. I'm gonna call them pom-pom. So this is our bouquet. I'm adjusting everything. I think I'm gonna put one of these inside just to fill up that space, but it's not long enough, so we're gonna have to extend it with some wire or some hot glue. But right here, I think I definitely need something. I stopped looking at the inspo picture because flowers you can't get exact. As long as we have similar colors, I think that's what we're trying to accomplish. So I'm gonna go ahead and zip tie it. It's a pretty heavy bouquet, or maybe my hand is just sore from holding it. So you want to go, I'm gonna lower my hand a little bit and zip tie above my hand. I always get confused which direction my zip tie is supposed to go. So I use my thumb to just hold that in place. I think it's the other way. Push the thumb and then we'll thread that through. Okay. We hear it so we know it's in place. So now I'm just tightening it best I can so it doesn't move. So the hand is free, this hand is free. I'm gonna move that over. I could lay it down and pick it back up just to make sure it's all one piece. But I'm gonna zip tie one more towards the bottom. You don't cut your stems till the very end, okay? Make sure you keep your stems until you're completely done. Then you can see what length you want for the stem. So I'm doing zip tying again right below, not too far, because we have to be able to cover up all this zip tie. That's the bouquet. You can see when we zip tie, it tightens everything together, but it's okay because we can adjust. These are artificial flowers and we can always make adjustments to certain leaves. What we can't fix, we have our design already. I want the bride to be able to throw it and it still somewhat stays intact. So I'm gonna go get my husband to tighten it more. This is as far as I can do it, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I got it tighter so it's not going anywhere. So this is the bouquet. I'm just going to make some adjustments on the leaves because there's a gap right here, but it's a wild bouquet, so we don't want it to look too structured. We still want it to have that flow and look nice, but have that wildflower flow. So I'm just gonna adjust here and there just to keep things looking good. And from this angle too, it looks pretty nice. The bride can, this is the back, so still looks as nice. The only difference is our focal point is this flower right here. So you want that to show, and that's what the bride will know, because when I tie the bow, it's gonna go right here, so she'll know where to hold it. All right, let's cut our stems. I think the stems were a little longer. If I go right here, we're okay as far as the stems are concerned. So I think a good place would be right there. And they don't all have to be at the same length. So my shorter ones are okay. Those ones that were looking a little sharp, I'm gonna cut those off first. I mean the flower, that one's a little loose actually. So I might have to hot glue that piece. I'm gonna put a little hot glue all around before I put this. I probably will need hot glue for that. So let's cut it down. So I have the hot glue gun here heating up, and I'm going to see what this looks like. Normally I'm used to ribbon, not this, but we're going with the picture. So comes as a ribbon. Okay. So I might use about this much. This much. It's kind of like separating hair to braid if you braid. Anyway, these pieces can always be added on. Just separate that. I think it might be an issue trying to tie it, but I'm taking off the shorter pieces and then we'll tie everything together. So first we want to cut off the zip tie that's hanging. I'm gonna cut as close as I can so it doesn't poke our bride. Close to the very end. Might snip it a little more to get, there we go. So that's good. Again, that's our front. I love this piece that's coming out, just the flow of everything. And I'll turn it to the back so I can lay it down to tie. Before I tie anything, I'm gonna go around right next to the zip tie above and just put some glue all around, just so the parts that are on the side don't move. So I'm gonna lay it down. I need to move you guys so that you can see. So we're all done. As you can see, if she were to hold it and they look from this side, it's a nice full bouquet. We're not just focused on the front, which we were. And if she looks from this side, it's as beautiful. And if she is looking from the back, you can see the beautiful flowers all on this side as well. So, and the back looks presentable as well as the front. So thank you so much for watching. Please check out my other videos. We have floral arrangements, balloon tutorials, And don't forget to subscribe. It really supports my channel and keeps me going so I can create more content for you guys. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Have a blessed week.